Hi, I'm Daniel. This video, like the entire channel, is about how to handle money.
There's a man who parks his 2011 Honda Civic in the same office lot every morning. The paint is slightly faded. There's a small dent on the rear bumper. Nothing about the car stands out. It looks like a vehicle owned by someone just getting by. His co-workers have built a quiet story about him. Maybe he's struggling. Maybe he's one emergency away from financial stress. Maybe he simply hasn't made it yet. They're wrong. What they don't know is that he has over $4 million invested in low-cost index funds. His home is fully paid off. His children's college education is already funded. He could retire tomorrow without changing his lifestyle. He drives that car intentionally. Most people are taught that wealth should look expensive. A luxury car, a designer watch, a large house in the right neighborhood. Visible proof that you're successful. But real wealth often hides in plain sight. Decades of research into millionaire behavior revealed something unexpected. The majority of self-made millionaires don't live flashy lives. They drive practical cars. They stay in modest homes. They avoid unnecessary status displays. This isn't about being cheap. It's about understanding leverage. Every dollar spent on image is a dollar that can't compound for the next 20 or 30 years. And compound growth is where real wealth is built. A luxury vehicle isn't just a car. It's lost investment returns. An oversized mortgage isn't just comfort. It's reduced flexibility. A status purchase isn't just enjoyment. It's opportunity cost. Wealth builders see the invisible math behind every visible decision. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "What will this cost me in freedom?" There are two financial games happening in the world. The first is the visibility game. In this game, money flows outward, into cars, into brands, into lifestyle upgrades. The goal is simple: signal success. Be seen, be recognized, be validated. The second is the accumulation game. In this game, money flows inward, into assets, into investments, into businesses. The goal is not attention. The goal is independence. These two paths look similar in the beginning. Both can involve high income. Both can involve ambition. But over time, they separate dramatically. Imagine two people earning the same $200,000 per year. One saves and invests 25% consistently. The other saves 5% and spends the rest maintaining an impressive lifestyle. After 25 years, assuming reasonable market returns, the first person could accumulate several million dollars. The second might have a fraction of that, despite earning the same income. One looks wealthy, the other becomes wealthy. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The one who looks wealthy often feels more pressure. Luxury requires maintenance. Status requires reinforcement. Appearances require renewal. There is always a new model, a new trend, a new upgrade. But invested money works silently. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't require applause. It compounds. And the emotional impact of compounding is powerful. Quiet wealth produces background security. You sleep differently when you know you could walk away from a toxic job. You negotiate differently when you don't desperately need approval. You live differently when your lifestyle doesn't depend on impressing others. That is real power. Visible wealth also changes how the world responds to you. When you drive an expensive car, people assume you can pay more. When you live in a high-end neighborhood, your baseline expenses rise automatically. When you wear visible status symbols, expectations shift. You begin paying what could be called a visibility premium. Service providers quote higher numbers. Social circles expect higher spending. Friends assume you'll cover more than your share. But when you look ordinary, you gain subtle advantages. You negotiate from neutrality. You move without pressure. You remain underestimated. And being underestimated is a strategic advantage. There's also a psychological dimension most people ignore. Research on happiness consistently shows that material upgrades provide temporary, emotional spikes. A new car feels exciting for a while. A luxury purchase feels validating briefly. Then it becomes normal. The emotional baseline resets. But financial security behaves differently. A growing investment portfolio doesn't lose its psychological value as quickly. It provides steady reassurance. It creates optionality. You can take risks others can't take. You can leave situations others must tolerate. You can think long-term while others are trapped short-term. The person driving the old Honda Civic doesn't need admiration. He needs freedom. And freedom rarely looks impressive from the outside. Over decades, the gap between visible wealth and real wealth becomes dramatic. Two individuals. Same intelligence. Same income. Same starting point. Different habits. One chooses status upgrades. The other chooses asset accumulation. 25 years later, one has memories of expensive dinners, luxury leases, and lifestyle upgrades. The other has time. Time to choose projects. Time to say no. Time to retire early. Time to live without financial anxiety. Success is not what you can display. Success is what you no longer have to prove. The modest car in the parking lot represents something deeper than transportation. It represents restraint. It represents discipline. It represents long-term thinking in a culture obsessed with immediate validation. Looking wealthy attracts attention. Looking ordinary protects flexibility. Looking poor, strategically, can be one of the most intelligent financial decisions you ever make. Because wealth is not about what you show. It's about what you keep. And the people who understand that distinction are playing an entirely different game. A quieter game. A slower game. But in the end, a far more powerful one.
Now for the most important part, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It's the best motivation for me to keep making videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.